The good news is I figured out how to put it back onto horizontal. Sound is off. Let me go to live. Right now is on, so I have to now take a copy of this, and so I can share it on the Facebooks. Copy. And
I'm so glad I'm working with a professional.
you are with this is
I'd
a
be
The show would be over by the
It
time
would be
you're
over,
done.
that's right.
look at that. We're saving it. Hello.
Hello.
We have one
Hello.
person watching. You know who it is? Me.
Us.
Me.
That's right.
Yeah.
You guys dressed alike, so cute.
Right.
Yeah.
When you're in the fraternity, you have to wear the fraternity outfits.
It's the Frank Brown Festival, for goodness sakes.
So where's your Frank Brown hat?
I'm the hillbilly singer.
Uh-oh.
Listen, hecklers. What, we're getting
We're getting
heckled.
heckled
So
before
you
we
don't
get
have your
started.
necklace either, you must have rolled away.
Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna try lowering this without you guys. My phone holder busted this morning, and so we are Jimmy rig. So we're at the beach. I don't know if you can hear the ocean. I'm sure you can. It's right there, and we would have situated it to where you could see the ocean behind us, but then we would have been backlit by the sun. Hey James, how are you, man? Good morning. And Yusi's watching from Finland. Hello, Yusi. So we're at the beach, and I keep saying we. The we here is my good buddy Mark Allen Barnett, hit songwriter, coach, singer extraordinaire. Do you have any other titles?
None.
No.
You,
All right.
You got them all.
I got them all. James Strohmeyer. Hey, buddy. So we're gonna do some songs, and I'm super excited to have my buddy here with us, and I hope you guys are doing good. It's been a hell of a week, and I hope yours has gone well. Work has been nuts, and it just makes it all better when you're on the beach, though. And it's what? Oh, the police are going by. I thought maybe there was a dog pooping on the
The
beach or
noise
something.
police are.
The noise ordinance. Excuse me, sir. So I think, matter of fact, Richard. Hey, Papa. Papa, I want you to know you've been in my prayers, and I know you had some medical procedures this week. So God love you, and you know I am going to be in Memphis the first week of December, just in case you happen to be there visiting. Let's do this song since it's where we are right now. A song I wrote with Kirsty Krause. Toss a mullet in Perdido, suck down a mojito, Cabana out in Lido. Beaches be crazy, beaches be crazy. Bike week in Daytona, lime in my Corona, sugar sand in Pensacola. Beaches be crazy, beaches be crazy. Well, it's sure good to know there's somewhere you can go. Just pick a coast and leave yourself behind. Show off your wild side and let your freak flag fly. Wet t-shirt in South Padre, all-nighters with the DJ, sleeping it off all day. Beaches be crazy, beaches be crazy. They're half naked in Miami, stoned in Venice, Cali, getting laid in Hawaii. Beaches be crazy, beaches be crazy. Then the horn section comes in and does this. Ba 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 da ba da da ba ba da ba da da ba ba da 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 da. Well, it's sure good to know there's somewhere you can go. Just pick a coast and leave yourself behind. Show off your wild side. Let your freak flag fly. Fantasy Fest down in Key West. Well, you know the rest. Beaches be crazy. Beaches be crazy. Beaches be crazy. Beaches be crazy. Hey, thank you, thank you. Wow, this is fun with actual applause. Thank you for that sitting ovation, Mark.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Very, very good. Very, very instructive.
Yes, yes,
That's
yes.
Very good.
Katie says everything's better at the beach. Mom's watching. Hello, Homer. Hello, Mom from Oregon. So there, it's 5 in the morning there. Good gravy.
You people be crazy.
People be crazy. So, Mark, you remember a minute ago
I do remember.
when I said that you were
Sure.
a singer and a songwriter?
I heard that. Yes.
What would be fun
Yes.
is if you sang a song that you wrote.
Oh, that's what this. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was. I was just sitting and watching you. I thought that's what I was doing.
You could. You could. You should see the setup. I got my phone scotch taped to a holder right now, and we are about as Alabama as it gets.
This is Alabama. You being Bamatized.
That's right. That's right.
He was on his third bushwhacker at the Floribama Lounge. A northern boy just soaking up the virtues of the South. Had left his home in Boston, stuck in knee-deep snow. Didn't stop to those white sugar sands of the Gulf of Mexico. Well, he waved his hands in the air, voice went to the roof, spreading his message from his undisputed proof. Like an old-time revival, the spirits gave him wings. Said this is the promised land, here's what the heart of Dixie means. If you get that special feeling that goes deep into your bones, you've been moved by power grooves coming out of Russell shows. If you ever scream Warrigo, yell that rope damn tight, you've been Bama tight. He said it's just the way of life that y'all have down here. Smoky taste of dreamland, ribs washed down in ice cold beer. Hank's birthplace in Montgomery, I swear he saw the light. There's something about those sweet magnolia nights. Was the tight curves of a southern girl with fire in her eyes. Red Mountain in Birmingham, or Rocket City right. Mardi Gras in Mobile, those old boys in Fort Payne. Magic in this state always lives up to its name. If you get that special feeling that goes deep into your bones, you've been moved by power grooves coming out of muscle shows. If you ever scream Warrigo, yell that roll damn time, you've been Bamatized. Sometimes someone else says some words that we need to hear. Took a Yankee to remind me how good we got it here. If you get that special feeling that goes deep into your bones, you've been moved by power grooves coming out of muscle shoals. If you ever scream warrior, yell that rope damn time, you've been baptized. If you ever scream warrior, yell that rope damn time, you've been baptized.
Woo! You know, it takes a special man to start a song like that at 7 in the morning. You know, normally, most normal human beings that aren't superhuman would start slow and warm up to it. But this man is like Iron Man and the Hulk and Clark Kent all rolled into one.
Also forgets something very important.
What's that?
Salt air will destroy tuning.
Yes.
Every single time.
Yes.
So that's what,
That's exactly right. We have Rachel watching from Oklahoma. Good morning. And Katie's here at the beach somewhere, I think St. Pete's area. James Strohmeyer is, of course, in Nashville. James Newell, I'm sorry, I forget where you live. I want to say all sorts of things, but I'd be wrong. So you have to remind me where you're watching from. And you know, there's a line in that song. Actually, there were several lines in the song, I remember. But there was one of them where you talk about Mardi Gras in Mobile. And I was surprised to learn just a few years ago that Mardi Gras started in Mobile, Alabama. I always thought that it started in New Orleans.
started in Mobile in 1800s, and then
What was it like then?
It was a little smaller.
Yeah.
The floats were on horses,
Okay.
horseback,
Uh-huh.
and it was, but it was very much like it is today. They didn't have the small beads. They had big stone beads. So you were very huge rocks around the necks.
Really?
Yeah, and that's why you notice a lot of natural mobilians are bent
Are
over.
hunched.
Yeah, they're hunched
Are
over.
hunched.
Because
Okay.
the-
I didn't know that.
Yeah, rock beads.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right, well, good. Finland is clapping to Bamatize.
Thank you.
There you go. Well, I'm gonna just stay in the beach mode here, I think, and let's just do some. I'm gonna do some beach songs for you on this Friday. This is another new one. I don't know that I played this for you last week. It is very, very new. I wrote it with Les Kerr, who's from the Gulf, and every Fat Tuesday at the Mardi Gras, or every Fat Tuesday at the Bluebird, every year he does a big show with his band doing a lot of Louisiana music. So this song, you have to picture it like a squeeze box, one of those accordions going ba da ba ba da 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 ba da 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 ba ba da 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 da. Pedro crossed the border, headed up to Louisiana. He met a voodoo woman named Maria Fabiana. Ba da ba da 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 da. Well, he boiled some frijoles. She added Cajun spice. They conjured up a recipe for love at first bite. Got married in a hurry and built a little shack. If your John boat is running, you can run and get a snack. Ba-na-na-na. They serve cicada, enchilada, and some alligator pie. Jalapeno margarita, that'll punch you in the eye. I know it sounds a little crazy, but don't knock it till you try. That's cicada enchilada and some alligator pie. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Well, Maria's Uncle Boudreaux's got a Cajun band shack. He's rocking like a hero every Friday night jam. Ba-da-da-da-da. Caliente de la Bayo, lined up around the swamp. It's a human jambalaya, and the party never stopped. Where the crawfish are boiling, the empanadas frying, with cicada enchiladas and the alligator pie. Ba-da-da-da-da. They serve cicada enchilada and some alligator pie. Jalapeno margarita, that'll punch you in the eye. take a little, okay. I know it sounds a little crazy, poquito loco, but don't knock until you try. Secada enchiladas and some alligator pie. Oh, secada enchiladas and some alligator pie. Uno, dos, hey, yeah, ba, ba, no, 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 ba, da, da, ba, da, da, ba, da, 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 ba, da, da, hey, do, do, hey, do, do, hey, do, do, oh, do, 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 ba, da, 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 ba, da, 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 da. Hey. There you go. James is in the San Francisco Bay Area rehabbing for 20 days at the hospital. Oh my goodness, from 20 days in the hospital. Wow. And Papoff says we're in the groove this morning. You're in the groove. You should do something that's even more strenuous.
I'm going to do, well, you're doing beach songs, and my beach songs I'm not remembering very well at the beach, but I'm doing Alabama songs. Because I have been, this is my 29th year of the Songwriters Festival, and I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, so I came down here as a kid, the Gulf Shores, Perdido Key area. And over the years, I started playing the Floribama regularly, where I was down here for a long time, until Hurricane Ivan came along and created a lot of problems for all the local entertainers. They didn't need somebody from Nashville coming down taking away the job, so I kind of backed off playing, so I come down for the festival. But one of our volunteers, Robert Freeland, who I have known for many, many years, he has been voted the most tenured volunteer for the festival, and he's been for about 20 years, and he is celebrated in the local Mullet Rapper magazine, and this is one of his favorite songs. It's a true story. All these restaurants come up here, they come up and they go a lot of times when, in the winter, and one opened that was trying to be very hoity and toity. And a friend of mine, Rick Day, had taken 40 of his motorcycle riding friends to lunch there one day, and they would not let us in because we were not their kind. Because all the motorcycle riders were dressed in leather and everything, and they had not been here long enough to find out that's everybody down here. So this is what we came up with. It was a bright, sunny Sunday, first weekend in May. We were cruising on our Harleys as we rode down Main. The girls said we're hungry, let's get something to eat. Head to toe in leather as we walked into the place you thought we broke out of prison by the look on the face of that overstuffed, overdressed, snooty, snotty maitre d'. He didn't say a word, just pointed to a sign, said no one gets in here unless you're wearing ties, keeping the riff-raff out. Yeah, you gotta have standards or all hell breaks out. Don't need writing on the wall to know what it's all about. Just keeping the riff-raff out. Well, we were all a little shocked. The girls took it hard. My buddy Rick said I could buy this part. Let's go somewhere else that might accept our kind. Well, we were drawing a blank until we heard the sound of a kicking country band playing 2 doors down. We went in there and joined the party going on inside. Bartender laughed as she poured us some beers, said if you're gonna wear a tie, can't come in here. We're keeping the riff-raff out. Yeah, you gotta have standards or all hell breaks out. Don't need writing on the wall to know what it's all about. Just keeping the riff-raff out. Now, we have a thing in Nashville called The Bridge, which is the moral of the story. This one has a doozy, and it's all true. Well, a few months later, Hurricane Ivan blew that hoity-toity place away. Well, I guess it's true. The Lord works in mysterious ways. That's why St. Peter's at the gate, keeping the riff-raff out. Yeah, you gotta have standards or all hell breaks out. Don't need writing on the wall to know what it's all about. Just keeping the riff-raff out. Yeah, yeah. You, Robert?
That's a good one.
Thank you.
That's a good one. Diane's here, and her and Brian are watching from England. Hello, Diane.
Hey, Diane Pugh.
Hey, cheers, man.
You too, buddy.
Good song. I love that song.
I have to remember I wrote that one with Bev and Cliff Nelson and Dave Smith.
And who did you write Bammatized with?
Baptized with
You don't want to not say
Gary
that.
Kavanaugh, Cheryl Dean, and David Hill.
There we go.
It's like 75 people.
75 people. This is why we rarely write songs.
That's exactly
we can't get that many people that want to be in the same room with
That's
us.
exactly right.
Because that's what happens in Nashville now. There's like 6, 7, 8 people on every song.
And if you're in rock or pop, there's 17.
17, yes. Well, my boss and my wife let me go on the same day. Ran to the bank and cashed my severance pay. Remember this song, Tina? I took a cab to the airport. I don't remember it either. Decided I needed a short holiday. So I bought me a ticket to St. Anywhere. I found a beach and a comfortable chair. And now my 2-week vacations lasted almost a year. 'Cause time flies when you're having rum. Calendar's useless on the beach in the sun. I got no worries, no hurries. I'm just comfortably numb. Time flies when you're having rum. Well, I didn't mean to stay here all of this time. First bar I walked in had a help wanted sign. Now I work for tips, fish and chips in a room with a view that's all mine. Every Saturday night when the band starts to play, I grab my guitar and I jump on the stage and we sing Marley and Buffett and Mark Allen Barnett until night becomes day. 'Cause time flies when you're having rum. Calendar's useless on the beach in the sun. I got no worries or hurries. I'm just comfortably numb. Time flies when you're having rum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, my ex has a house and the cars and a new guy. I got some Captain with ice and a fresh lime. The sun's sinking low in the sky, while me and the tide are so high. I guess we're both better off in this life without us. The days sure go fast without all the fuss. I got sand in my shorts and a perpetual buzz. Hey there, Trevor in Australia. How you doing, man?
Howdy, mate.
Because time flies when you're having rum. Calendar's useless on the beach in the sun. I got no worries or Time flies when you're having fun. Man, we're good. For everybody just tuning in, we are in Gulf Shores, Alabama. We're beachfront. I'd show you, I was going to have it set up to where you could see the beach and the ocean, but then we'd be backlit, and I know you don't want to miss all of this. So anyways, and if my phone holder hadn't broke and it wasn't being held up by Scotch tape, I would just move it around and show you how beautiful the ocean is. But you'll have, maybe at the very end, stay tuned, and at the very end, in 34 minutes, I'm going to spin this around so you can see it. May I make a request?
Yes, you can.
I love the song, The Grand Opening.
Okay.
I would love it if you do that song for these nice people.
I will. All right. The Grand Opening was a song of mine that I wrote with the guy who really taught me about songwriting in Nashville, a guy named Ron Muir. And he had written this song several years before, and I met him and changed it up a little bit to kind of fit what I was doing. And it became kind of a well-known song, and a guy, Tom Bresh, recorded, the late Tom Bresh recorded this one. And my buddy Mutt Cooper does it too, so just for all of you people doing this song.
That's who I played with just last night.
Oh yeah, did he do this?
He didn't do
No,
this
we
song.
didn't write it, so that's it.
Oh yeah.
But he's a good guy, and we appreciate anybody enjoying what we do. Was my first night for playing in a barroom. Now I hoped I'd do the songs they'd love to hear. But before I started picking, went into that room where little boys go when they've been drinking beer. Then I came back out and stepped into the spotlight. Picked up my guitar and tried to sing. But when I looked at all the people, they were staring back at me. None of them was saying anything. Well, the first tune that I did was Fast and Loud. But no one moved except the man at table 3. I saw him writing down some words upon his napkin. Waitress giggled as she handed it to me. It said, "Do you know your fly is standing open? Do you know your zipper is undone?" You might have guessed those were my first 2 requests. Well, I never even heard of either one. So I read them to the crowd. They applauded long and loud. I broke out in a sweat of desperation. And I don't know why or how, but I got up to take a bow. And they gave me my first standing ovation. I said, "Thank you very much, friends and neighbors. I wish my mother was here tonight to see this." Then I sat back down and tried to play some music. But the waitress brought another note to me. Though her face was turning red, she just snickered and said, "It's from that man at table number 3. So, well, let's open it up and see. It said, "Don't you know your horse ain't in the stable? Don't you know your barn door ain't been closed?" Couldn't help but wonder where he'd heard these crazy songs. Some old drunk cowboy, I suppose. Then I glanced down at the bottom of his napkin, and I started feeling better right away. Because after all those songs of horses, flies, and stables, here was one that finally I could play. Said this man must be a fan of the Beatles, and this song he's underlined I'd like to do. And they went into a rage as I stood upon the stage singing, "P.S. I love you. You.
Hey! I love that song.
Thank you.
I love that song. You know, the nicest thing about this festival is just seeing people that, there's a couple things, because there's the volunteers are so great here, and they, like Mark was saying about that one fella, Robert, they'd they've been here for years and years and years, and so it's like old home week, and they treat you like family here. Every day there's lunch at the Floribama, and they're making homemade spaghetti or homemade whatever, and they feed everybody, and so to have the volunteers just treat us so great and work so hard for us. But then, even though so many of us live in Nashville, we don't see each other but once a year here at the Frank Brown. So those lunches that I just mentioned are even more special. Or like last night after my show, I went down to the Floribama and just hung out in the back room and got to see my friend Mel Knapp and Summerlin Powers, Wood Newton, who you've written some songs with Wood Newton. One was a nice hit for you. Bobby Keel, Stephen. Oh shoot!
That's the danger of names.
That's a danger of trying to name. But anyway, just people, and we all live within a half hour of each other. But we're all doing things, and we just don't see each other. And then we come here, and it's just so much fun. But you've mentioned some people like Tom Bresch. I used to love seeing Tom here, and there's so many people that aren't with us anymore, but they're always remembered here at the festival. So, anyways,
Rick Whaley. I wanted to mention Rick Whaley because Rick Whaley was one of the part, and so he used to record all the shows at the Floribama for years. He didn't participate in the festival, and he was a great singer-songwriter. He was down here, and he passed away just a few weeks ago.
Just recently.
And so Rick Whaley, a lot of Rick Whaley fans.
And of course, we just lost Joe Gilchrist, who was kind of the heart and soul, the founder. I don't remember ever seeing the water this blue. Hold on. If you're taking requests, Terry asked for old time rock and roll. I don't know that that's going to happen today, Rachel.
Songwriters Festival. We didn't write that one.
There's the bourbon bashes on Friday nights where we play wherever, anything. But the more Friday morning live, especially at a Songwriters Festival, I might get kicked out for doing old time rock and roll. So this one, if you play it real fast and change the words and the melody, it sounds almost exactly like it. I don't remember ever seeing the water this blue or felt an island breeze so sweet and warm. Thinking white sand around the cabana, it's a picture perfect tropical morn. My waitress in a bikini, I just caught her winking as she brought another bucket of beer. Weather's beautiful, I wish I was here. Wherever I go, no matter how far, the rest of me travels, my heart stops wherever you are. Your heart's gone cold, you made that so clear. Weather's beautiful, I wish I was here. Last night the rum drinks were fancy, the whole bar was dancing to the rhythm of a steel drumming band. No shortage of beauties, touristic cuties showing off their copper-toned tanks. Full moon was shining like a pearl on the ocean as it rose over Fisherman's Pier. Weather's beautiful, I wish I was here. Wherever I go, no matter how far, the rest of me travels, my heart stops wherever you are. Your heart's gone cold, you made that so clear. Weather's beautiful, I wish I was here. Maybe I'll head to the mountains I hear out in Vale. It's the best powder they've seen in years. Weather's beautiful, I wish I was here. Weather's beautiful, I wish I was here. Thank you, and the crowd went mild. Thank you very much.
I hope that people out there get an understanding of songwriting from Scott, because he's like teaching a master class. He's very, very good, and we don't get that as much anymore with younger writers, because they're not taking time in many instances to learn the craft. And this is a great example. That was a wonderful song about taking a twist on a phrase. And the thing about this festival, for me, is basically where you see all of the great people that have come before you and learn whose shoulders you're standing on. And one of the most important people I ever met was a guy named Jimbo Henson, who used to be the guy. He wrote Setting Fancy Free for the Oak Ridge Boys. He wrote Tonight I'm Looking for a Party Crowd for David Lee Murphy, Hillbilly Highway for Steve Earle. And he basically would teach so many people, and he taught me. And I'm going to do a song, and for this song, I'm going to have my buddy Scott Southworth, who does one of the best Jimbo Henson impressions in history. I'm going to show you, for those of you, Jimbo passed away a couple of years ago, and his bride, Brenda Thilders, down here. And so we're going to do this song that I wrote with Jimbo, and the first verse, all Jimbo would sing. And so if you want to know what it was like, this is we're channeling Jimbo here.
Channeling Jimbo. I got a thing for you, something I can't undo. You got my heart on it, burning in my brain, boiling in my vein. I got a thing for you. You got a hold on me, something that just won't let me be. You got my heart on a chain. All you got to do is yank this time for you. Be careful how you use this power that you're holding over me. A love like this ain't nothing to play with, unless you're playing for keeps. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Allen.
Well, I got a thing for you.
I got a thing for you.
It's something I can't undo.
Something I can't undo.
Well, it's burning in my brain. It's boiling in my veins. I got a thing for you, yeah. You got a hold on me. It just won't let me be. You got my heart on a chain. All you got to do is yank. I got a thing for you. Be careful how you use this power that you hold over me.
And you're having over me.
Love like this ain't nothing to play with, unless you're planning on playing you.
I got a thing for you.
I got a thing for you.
I got a big old thing for
I
you there.
got a thing for you.
You
You got my heart on a chain. All you got to do is yank. I got a thing for you.
There you go.
Jimbo.
Oh, God love Jimbo Henson. He was one of the finest performers, songwriters I'd ever met, and just the dearest man. You know, I mean, through the whole time we knew each other, I would get emails from him out of the blue that were just so encouraging.
Yeah.
You know, and just I love that song, or I just heard your CD, and just, you know, and that's, not everybody does that in Nashville, and especially someone who's had a bunch of massive hit songs to take that kind of time. It was very special. And he knew that I did a Jimbo Henson impersonation. We did at Frank Brown.
That's right.
I had played a show, and then you guys were playing just at a venue right across the way, so
Right.
I came over, and I jumped up on stage and was singing harmonies with you and him, and he had his arm around me, and then at the end of the show, he puts he hugs my neck, and then he holds my face in his hand, and he goes, I know what you've been doing. I've been watching you. And I said, well, if you've been watching me, you know that it's all done out of love. He goes, I know, I love you too. So, yeah, so I'm just, what a character.
And that's the beauty of this festival. Is you get to meet hit writers. This, I always say to younger writers, and not even younger, just people who have not been around this, come to festivals because you get to actually sit down and hang out with these people. I met every writer I ever met, every hit writer, over 50 writers with top 10 songs or number ones, all here. And this is where everybody's relaxed, everybody's hanging out, everybody has food together, and it's an opportunity you can't miss. If you're a young writer, if you're trying to find a way to get into this, support these festivals that are closest to you, and that's what you'll learn.
I'm gonna add to one thing to that, and that's this festival.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of festivals, songwriter festivals, that sequester the
That's
hit
true.
writers.
That is true.
They're all in a special place, and all the others are not.
Yeah.
But here, I mean, you know, I'll sit next to Sonny Throckmorton, who, my gosh, had like a 10-year run where he had songs in the top 10.
Cowboy rides away.
Casey Kelly, speaking of that song, Casey Kelly used to come here an awful lot. They're living on the East Coast right now. God bless you, Casey. But yeah, there's just this is a special place, and it's always one of my favorite weekends of the year. So, anyways, I'm just staying on this. Basically, what you guys are hearing is my eventual trop rock EP. Every song I've done is on that EP. So I'll just keep it going here. Let's see here. And this one is also on my latest CD, which is doing well. Rachel says, "What a cool experience! I joined late. Sorry, no, that's okay. I mean, you come when you can, and we'll. That's what we're here to do, is keep reminding you that we're at this beautiful place at the Frank Brown International Songwriters Festival. It's a 2-week festival. You can go to frankbrowninternationalsongwritersfest.com and make your plans to come see it next year, because it's like nothing else.
There is nothing else.
How does this song go? It's da na 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 na. I remember it now. Hey bartender, does she look familiar? Have you seen her around this old bar? A beauty like her you'd be sure to recall. She's shining like a northern star. She left quite an impression right here on my chest. I wish I could remember, but now I'll never forget. And now I'm looking for the woman on my new tattoo. Yeah, she got her under my skin, with her long raven hair and her eyes sky blue. I'll be searching till I find her again. Searching till I find walked up to me after 13 tequilas and asked me if I wanted to dance. We got hot in a hurry, then things got blurry as we ran out for low-tide romance. I remember the beat of her heart in the surf, then the sting of the needle pledging my love to her. And now I'm looking for the woman on my new tattoo. Yeah, she got her under my skin, with her long raven hair and her eyes sky blue. With I dress up to there and the way she moved, I'll be searching till I find her again. Searching till I find her again. The sing-along part goes, the woman on my new tattoo. 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 Well, I woke up this morning, she was nowhere in sight. Just this epidermal arch. Now there's your master class right
That's
there.
a master class right there.
Putting the word epidermal in a song. To remember her by. Now I'm looking for the woman on my new tattoo. Yeah, she got her under my skin, with her long raven hair and her eyes sky blue. With that dress up to there and the way she moved, I can still smell her kiss and taste her perfume. I'll be searching till I find her again. Searching till I find her again. I'm gonna keep searching till I find her again. The woman on my new tattoo. 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 Well, I'm looking for the woman on my new tattoo. Gotta find a woman on my new tattoo. Hey, 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 woman on my new tattoo. Come on, I'm looking for the woman on my new tattoo. Woo!
Yeah.
There you go. Epidermal. You know the other
Epidermal.
thing I do in that song?
Yeah.
I read in a book about persuasion.
Okay.
I read that if you say things wrong, it makes people remember it. So that's
Right.
why
That's true.
that's why I say that's why I can still smell her kiss
Right.
and taste her perfume.
Yeah.
Instead of the
Yeah.
other way around.
Exactly.
That's on purpose.
That's
because I go,
exactly.
wait, what? You smell a kiss? Gross. Perfume tastes bad.
It's a subtle hint. That's what songwriting is about. It's finding all those little things in between. How much time we got here?
You can do that 12-minute song of yours.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we got like 10 minutes, but it's not a hard.
Okay. Well, because it's Veterans Day, I wanted to do.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to do a song for the veterans,
Please.
and it's the kind of same thing. All about songwriting is how do you say something that's been written a quadzillion times, or a subject that's been written a quadzillion? How do you say it in a different way?
Mm-hmm.
And we are on Veterans Day here, and I know there is a lot of stuff going on in the world. There are a lot of military around the world. Who did you say from Finland? And I thought I saw somebody from
We
Australia.
got Finland, England, Australia. Yeah.
And they all have military people who have gone before us that have kept us free. And so a friend of mine, Ed Moore from out in California, had been at a funeral for his uncle who had been a World War II veteran. And he saw a guy holding a trumpet but not playing it to the song Taps. And so he went over and talked to him afterwards, and he said, well, I don't play a horn at all. We can't find enough people to play taps at veterans funerals. And so that got Ed finding people a man who was organized a thing called Bugles Across America, which would get horn players to play taps at veterans funerals. This song came as kind of a thing for that. Taps is 24 notes. There's 24 notes in the song. It's 25 notes and Happy Birthday. That's how it closes it. But that's trying to say something that we've heard a lot, but do it in a way that we didn't. Snow was thick there in Arlington. Heard the echo of 21 guns from the Potomac to the White House. pressed his horn to his lips, stretched his fingers he didn't want to miss, 'cause he knew what it meant. When he blew out that sound, 24 notes, perfectly placed, each one for a hero who's passed away. Everyone a story most might never know. That mournful sigh cuts right through your soul. All comes down to 24 no. He recalled the news reports, couldn't find trumpet players no more to play taps at those warriors' tombs. Volunteered for duty right there and then, got a charge he found out when he'd be playing for a trumpet player. From World War II, 24 notes, perfectly placed, each one for a hero who's passed away. Everyone a story most might never know. That mournful cry cuts right through your soul. All comes down to 24 notes, perfectly placed, each one for a hero that's passed away. Everyone's a story most might never know. That mournful cry cuts right through your soul. All comes down to 24 no. Thank you, all veterans everywhere. Thank y'all.
Ah, what a great song. That one kills me. Kills me. Do you remember when we met in Tampa? We danced and drank to strawberry wine. You lifted your skirt and I pulled out for Georgia when I saw that your legs had more hair than mine. Where, oh where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and thought I found true love. You met another and you was gone. Sorry, that had nothing to do with anything. I mentioned Tampa, so maybe that needs to go in the
Oh, that's true.
in the beach, the hillbilly trop rock album.
Can I show my biggest fan real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Let me show my biggest fan. Because people that know me know that you got to see her. This is Gilly Dog. Gilly Dog is down here and she's saying hello and invites you to the beach. Come to Frank Brown and have a good time. Thank you, Gilly Dog. And she's doing better since her surgery.
Did she really just say all of that?
I did. Yeah, she said all of that.
Wow.
You can see the scar on her belly.
She's a good dog. She's a good Gilly Dog. Don't jump. We're 9 floors up. We're at the top of this condo. Hee-haw, Larry says. Larry's
That's right.
in Wisconsin. Larry, what's Wisconsin doing on November 10th? All right, let's see. Sherry, what should I do? We got time for, you know what? We got time for just one more song.
Yeah.
So, Mark, why don't you bring it home?
Well, this is your show.
And because it's my show, I can say what I want to do, and what I want to do is hear you do one more song.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yes, Mark Allen
Thank
Barnett.
you,
Hey, by the way,
yeah.
before you start this, I want to talk more about me.
Okay.
No. What is your YouTube page? How do they find you? Just look up
MarkAllenBarnett.com.
MARC.
Oh, Music Chooses You is .com. Okay,
Right,
that's
but on
awesome.
YouTube, if you want to, because he has some great videos. The song he's about to do, he has a fantastic video. Beautiful day, 40 degrees in Wisconsin. We're at about 75 here. So if while you're on YouTube watching this, search for Mark Allen Barnett, MARC-ALAN Barnett, and subscribe to his page and watch his videos. He's got so many great ones on there, but this song is one of my all-time favorites. And anyway, thank you for doing this with me. And
Well, thank you, Scott. I really I appreciate the chance to say hey to a bunch of people, and thanks for running into my girlfriend's car so many years ago.
yes,
That was
my pleasure.
She's here right now. Yeah, I wrote this. I have to
Tune up.
Yes. I wrote this with Stephen J. Fisher, attorney at law. Always have to say that. He is in Los Angeles, and this has gotten a lot of attention, and I'm very grateful and thankful. Another night is ended. Crowd is shuffled out. Two guys at the end of the bar throw their last buzz down. The smoky haze is lifted. Work lights have come on. Now I'm packing up this old guitar and headed home alone. I do what I do for the love of it. Sure ain't for the bucks. Maybe some magical wandering if I look deep enough. What they see 3 hours a night is a tortured soul laid bare. Sometimes it feels like I'm playing for tables and chairs. She used to come here with me and hang on every line. Since they were all about her, I had a reason to write. But she couldn't take the lifestyle of this gypsy on the move. You don't choose music, music chooses you. I do what I do for the love of it. Sure ain't for the bucks. Maybe some magical wandering if I look deep enough. What they see 3 hours a night is a tortured soul laid bare. Sometimes it feels like I'm playing for tables and chairs. All right, here we go. Yeah, we do what we do for the love of it. Sure ain't for the bucks. But maybe some magical wandering if we all look deep enough. What they see 3 hours a night is a tortured soul laid bare. Sometimes it feels like I'm playing for tables and chairs. Sometimes it feels like I'm playing for tables and chairs. And Scott, Southworth, and the world. Thank you very much.
Yeah, what a great song. You know what I was just thinking? You could say sometimes it feels like I'm playing for AI and bots. maybe now we need to change
That's
that.
a new one. Yes,
Yeah. All right, we promised you a look at the beach,
Yes, indeed.
so let's do that.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna unplug this. Oh, you guys, this is all scotch taped. I'm scared to death. All right, and I'm gonna do this. And there you go. I'm gonna see if that's, can you guys, there is
That's the beach.
the beautiful Gulf Shores, Alabama, and the sun is, well, now it's covered up by the clouds.
It was here a few minutes ago.
Oh
We'll be
man,
back a little bit.
the sunrise was unbelievable. So, anyways, thank you to Mark Allen, Barnett, Gilly Dog.
Thank you.
We'll see y'all later. Be good to each other, be patient with each other, and be nice to yourselves. See you later.